Business environment and market. Learning outcome 2, understanding business environment and business ideas. The study of the business environment in a particular location has far-reaching and long-term effects on a small or micro enterprise's viability. In fact, business ideas and opportunities are partly shaped or determined by the business location. Unless it is possible to migrate to more favorable location, the ideas and opportunities for business will oftentimes be delimited to the surrounding areas. The business environment consists of both the tangible and intangible factors that affects either the external or internal business operations. They may include the land area available for economic zones, the physical layout, and barriers such as rivers, parks, or lakes, and building obstruction, as well as the transportation network, all of which are considered tangible factors. They also include the demography of clients and suppliers, the competitors in the local area, and the available technology for production. The intangible factors, on the other hand, include the subculture, industry trends, economic and government activity, or the political situation in the area. Business environment and market. Natural and physical environment. This concerns the physical location of a business store. The natural environment also pertains to the natural and man-made structures that may enhance the beauty of the location, such as park or a seafront view, or serve as barrier to the location, such as dump site or high-rise structures that obstruct a view. The living condition in an area also serve as standard for the ambience you want to create for your store. There is also a phenomenon referred to as clustering, where a particular type of product is offered within the same area. For instance, most guitar shops are clustered along the intersection of Dimapa and Aurora Avenue in Metro Manila. Filipino craft store crowd the area under the Quiapo Bridge, or a car accessories are found in Banawe area. The key word to have in mind when scanning the physical environment is the visibility of your intended store to the potential client. Demography. This pertains to the number of people living in the area, their age, gender, socioeconomic status, family size, religion, and even growth trends. These are invaluable information that can help entrepreneurs in matching their product to the target market, in deciding for the marketing strategy, pricing, and product packaging, among others. Culture. Culture or subculture being the totality of the way of life, ideas, and customs of a set of people or society primarily influence the type of product that are acceptable to a particular locality. For example, the influence of the Japanese culture gave rise to minimalist designs. A subculture also shaped the emotional environment of an area. For instance, the feeling of fear for a specific location may serve as a barrier for a business, a place where one does not feel safe because of the prevalence of crime will discourage entrepreneurs. Changes in the lifestyle, which is brought about by changes in the population demography and the economy, also affect a business. These lifestyle changes may be the increase of women's participation in the world of work, change in buying pattern, and shift in taste. Government regulation. The laws and policies of the national and local government unit also influence the business operations. Some example of policies that directly affect entrepreneurs are the imposition or removal of taxes for products, the establishment of economic zones, and assistance in product labeling and packaging of products. In addition, improvement of facilities and roads, improved transportation network that facilitates transfer of products from one area to another or promotes accessibility for consumers. Economy. This pertains to the management of resources and study of the system of production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. A country's economy influences both the entrepreneurs and consumers as it relates to the financial matters of business like taxes and interest rate and to the quality of life, cost of utilities and services, among others. Even small-scale entrepreneurs must learn to study economic indicators to improve business forecasts, such as when to buy certain materials and supplies, when to open a store or introduce new product based on consumer spending, or when to hire employees. Some example of economic indicator includes the gross domestic product or the GDP, which increases when a country's economy is doing good. The second one is unemployment rate, which indicates that more unemployed people usually signal an economy getting worse. And the last one is price indexes and inflation rates, which determine the buying power of consumers. The existing enterprises, who are either direct or indirect competitors, are also part of the business environment. It is important to scout for products or services that answer a similar need to what you intend to provide. Think of how you can create a niche that will differentiate your product from other businesses, either in specifying a target market or in differentiating your product quality or price. The key concept to think about is acquiring a reasonable market share despite of the competition. Technology. Technological changes are inventions based on the application of science that create new product or process improvements. Some example of technological changes are mobile tools that enable online connection, new businesses tools for analysis and database, social networks, and modern digital equipment. Technological changes are inventions based on the application of science that create new product or process improvements. Some example of technological changes are mobile tools that enable online connection, new business tools for analysis and database, social networks, and modern digital equipment. These advances in technology result to efficiency and productivity at a lesser cost. It can be observed that sending message through email provides a cheaper and faster means compared to the hand-delivered snail mails. An entrepreneur can be benefit from technological changes by identifying the appropriate technological solution available in the area or local. At this point, it must be quite clear why an environment scanning of an area considered as business site is helpful for the entrepreneur. In fact, the impact of the factors in the business environment does not only include the business operations, but is relevant at the start of the venture, during the business idea generation and opportunity identification stage. A concise guide on how to spot and identify business opportunities are provided in the following section. Spotting and identifying business opportunity. Spotting business opportunities is one of the most essential aspects of entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur must have a keen eye for identifying opportunities that can potentially turn into a good product or business venture. At the same time, an entrepreneur should also know which opportunity to drop and which ones to develop. Idea generation. The first step is in identifying a good business opportunity is to look for many opportunities. This is called the idea generation phase. The following are the good source of business ideas. Number 1, personal hobbies and interests. 2, everyday experiences, travel, and adventures. 3, Suggestions from the family members and friends. 4. Problems that need solutions. 5. Problems with existing products. 6. Books, magazines, news. 7. Observing, listening around you. Screening business ideas. Once you have generated several business opportunities and ideas, the next step is to select and screen these. Though there can be many ways to do this, a good way to proceed is to screen your ideas based on 1. Your personality and personal preferences, and number 2, the characteristic of a good business. Consider the following criteria. Number 1, personality and personal preferences. A. Personal preferences. B. Education, skills, and experiences. C. Work experience. D. Support from family and friends. Number 2. Characteristic of a good business. A. Demand for product. B. Availability of skill, raw materials, technology, and capital. C. Profitability. The SWOT analysis. Once you have chosen your business idea, the next step is to consider a SWOT analysis in order to determine the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your potential business. This step will help you improve your business of choice and prepare for challenges. The table below will help you differentiate among these four features. The controllable factors is strength and weaknesses. Strength. Positive factors that contribute to favorability of a business opportunity. Example, cheap raw materials, skilled employees, ease of management, small capital outlay. Weaknesses, set of problems with difficulties or shortcomings encountered by the business. Examples, inexperienced owner, lack of working capital, and poor location. The uncontrollable factors are opportunities and threats. Opportunities, positive factors that are not within the control of the business. Examples, absence of similar product in the market, new markets being developed, growing demand for similar products, and favorable government policy. Threats, negative factors that are beyond the control of the business. Example, rising cost, raw material shortage, too many competitors.